Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Ruby, and if you already know me, welcome back. Today I thought I would film a little get to know me video. I already did a video getting all dolled up and doing my makeup on TikTok, and yeah, now I'm over here really trying to look at the camera and know myself once again. Today I thought we would do a little get to know me video, since last week we had a more fun vlog. We're outside doing stuff, and today I thought it would be more appropriate to formally introduce myself. But besides that, we're also going to be doing a book review in this video as well, so I thought why not combine the two. So I've been reading Binding 13 for the past 2 months because it's a big book, okay? That's my excuse. That's why it took me so long, because this book is humongous, and to be quite honest, I think 30% of it could have been redacted, but we'll get into that a bit later. So yeah, let's get into it. First and foremost, my name is ruvi.chiwira, but ever since moving to Greece, I've been using Ruvi as a way to make it easier for other people to pronounce my name. I was getting frustrated of people not being able to say my name, so I shortened it, but I did not come up with the idea myself. It's actually, I was given, I use that term very lightly, Ruvi by my English teacher, my first English teacher when I arrived here. My favorite song was Ruby, so she just, tweaked a little bit, and it's stuck ever since then. So yeah, and I've been using it for the past 9 months, so I think. Regarding my age, I'm 20 years old. I turned 20 in October. I'm a Scorpio wave. Let's go. I really don't know much about zodiac signs or anything. I literally, only my friend tells me about this stuff. Personally, I'm not interested, but some of the things that they say in these zodiac signs are quite that, I'm like, how do you know any of that? I'm originally from Zimbabwe, but I'm currently living in Greece. I've been living here for the past 9 years, so I came here when I was very, 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 very young. I came here when I was 11, something like that, very young. So yeah, I basically grew up here. I did all my schooling and all that here in Greece, so yes, I do speak Greek, but I like to tell people that I'm not, a good Greek speaker, so that they use English around me. I'm kind of lazy sometimes to speak Greek, I would not lie to you. It took a while to learn Greek. It was a really hard language to learn. Personally, even though they say when you're young you catch on to languages and stuff pretty easily, which is true, but I didn't have much friends, so that made it easier. Rather for my sister, that I had a big group of friends and they predominantly speak Greek, it's way easier for her to catch up on words and all that. So if you ever want to learn a language, have friends that predominantly speak that language only. On the topic of school, I am currently not in university because I decided to take a gap year. That turned into 2 gap years, and oh well. I just haven't decided, okay? I don't know what I want to do with myself. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I feel like there's so many options that I'm just stuck. But I would decide soon, because I have actually decided that I want to be in university, because I'm starting to feel a bit behind in life. So yeah, that's it about school, honestly. Right now I'm just working. This past 6 months I attended an academy and I got my personal training. So now I'm a certified personal trainer, and I love it. Literally, I love it. But for me specifically, I'm more like coaching strictly. Only women are allowed in this space, okay? I just don't have the desire to coach a man that's probably gonna be arrogant, wanna act stuck up with you, and wanna act like they know everything. So I'd rather just avoid. So yeah, I've been avoiding men. That's what I do with my life. I avoid men. I'm working also in finance. Well, I'm full-time finance and part-time personal trainer, and I think it's the best combination, the best duo, and I love it. I have 4 siblings. One of them is right here, a menace. He's the last one, and the last one is a boy, matter of fact. So my father is very proud and happy. My dream for now is to travel the world. Just specifically, I just want to go to 3 different countries and then choose which country I want to go to university for, because I don't want to stay here. And that's about it for my goals for the upcoming year. The reason why I love fitness so much is just I've always been active from a very young age. Like when I was in not kindergarten, primary school. For the Greeks, they would go. I played tennis for like 2 years because it was mandatory to pick a sport, and that's what I chose. I chose tennis because I could not run. I could not fucking play football or rugby for that matter. I tried rugby. It wasn't for me, and I'm never gonna do it ever again. Now let's get into the book. But before that, I gotta put this shit in the fucking freezer because it's already overheating, and I don't know how my battery is already dead. I fucking hate this camera already. I'm hiding you guys down here because my camera is overheating, and this camera has... If you ever plan on getting this camera for traveling, don't do it, because you're gonna be fucking annoyed every 2 seconds. Because this camera does not do good with heat. Absolutely not. It doesn't. And it's gonna shut down now. So, in case. As for the book, I bought this book in January. It was supposed to be my first read of the year. My goal is to read 10 books, by the way. It was the first book of the year, and at some point in mid-January I DNF'd it because it was just not moving, and it's still not moving. I'm like, oh my god, don't get it over with, for real. So I DNF'd it, and I read another book that was called Fight for Her. I wasn't a big fan, but okay, it was something to do while I figured out if I wanted to fucking finish this book, and finally I finished it. And what can I say? I'm disappointed. Yeah, it's not that great of a book as it was advertised on fucking TikTok. But TikTok, you lied to me. Everybody was... It just will not stop overhearing, and I don't know what to do. Anybody. Anyway, as I was saying, everybody and their mother was raving about this book, and I was like, I cannot be the only one missing out. I have to read it. So I read it, and it's 30% of the book could have been redacted because some of the conversations that we're having were absolutely fucking disgusting. For 17-year-olds to be talking about, and this man was acting as though the age gap between them was literally this, oh my god, a controversial thing. How are you still overhearing? Like, anyway, so that was pissing me off. And then the way the girl, or the boy for that matter, was being described in this book, good lord, huge. He was so huge, and she was so teeny tiny, and blah blah blah. I'm like, In every sentence, in every fucking sentence, you could not give me anything else. Like at some point, I just started to feel really offended by her height, because I was like, girl, we're about the same height. How are you this teeny tiny? Like, I'm not kidding it. So yeah, it's really like by the time they kiss, I promise you, you're over the book. You're like, I don't even want them to kiss at this point, because what's the point? We have made it this far into the book, and there is not a single ounce of hope in my bone that these two are ever gonna end up together. Because like, really, it's atrocious the amount of pages you have to read until a move is made. And you know what pissed me off even more about the move? She was the one that fucking made the move, not even the guy. Excuse you, what? I posted about it on my TikTok. I was literally crushing her in the park about this scene, because I was like, she made the move? Are you serious? Like, after all this, she is the one that gets to make the move? I mean, no problem with the girls making the moves. Go for it, girlie. But a brief intermission. I'm gonna put my camera in the fridge for a couple seconds, because this bitch overheating, and you know. Hi, future Ruby here. I just wanted to come here and say that if you're gonna read this book, please make sure to read the warning signs, because they're talking about they talk about abuse, abuse, really bad abuse. And the last few pages of the book, it really does get intense, and it's a bit more detailed as to like the abuse that was going on. I did cry because I was not expecting any of that, because before, during the book, it was more mild. There is mention of it, but it wasn't as intense as the last chapter, so just be aware of that. But after a while of thinking, I reread the last chapter, and I think I'll be reading the second book, quite frankly, just because I want to know what ended up happening with the family situation rather than the romantic aspect, in my opinion. So I will be reading the second one for that reason. But yeah, all this to say, the way it was written, it's really, I wouldn't call it fast paced, but it's an okay pace. Just if 30% of the book was removed. The reading is pretty easy, like the wording is pretty easy, even though like it's in a British culture type way. Some of the phrases I really had to look it up, because I was like, I'm really confused, what is that? But yeah, all that to say, I read this book at 3.5 stars. I will not be reading the next book or the books after that, because it was a headache finishing this. Like, it took me 2 months to finish it, and I just really did not enjoy it that much as I wanted to enjoy it. So yeah, you guys comment down below what my next book read should be. I'm thinking fictional or like horror. I wanna test out that genre, you know. So yeah, it's gonna shut down in 3, 2, 1. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed watching this video, like, comment, subscribe, comment what I should talk about next or what the next video should be, and make sure to comment your review of the book down below. Let me know if you loved it or you hated it, or if you were in the middle, or you've never even heard about the book. I don't know. Yeah, see you next week.
If you want me to, I'm always ready for your love.